Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Memphis Grizzlies. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Grizzlies. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Up at the forward spots, it's Anderson and Jackson. The guard pair, it's Morant and Brooks. And it's Adams in at the center position. And for Washington, in the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Hachimura out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Caldwell Pope at the small forward position. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. the work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
And Adams kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Beal taking his time here. Down low, here's Hachimura. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Brooks. 9 points last game out. Three-pointer. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for Washington. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Reason why, that opens up driving lanes, makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
Here's Morant after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. And that one's good, Morant.
Just a natural scorer, Ja Morant is. In this area, he's confident.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. From the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Jackson gets the bucket.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
Now here's Beal. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Here's Dinwiddie. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Here's Morant. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver.
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. A stupendous finish in traffic. Morant's got 8.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. To the paint. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Morant left side. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Harrell. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Credit Harrell. He uses his body to protect the ball when going up in tight quarters.
Morant outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Caldwell Pope wishes to Dinwiddie. Pass to Harrell. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Harrell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Dinwiddie against Morant. Adams outside. Brooks kicks to Morant. shoots over Dinwiddie. That's tipped. And it's Harrell at the elbow. Shoots over Adams, and he overshot that one, missing. The Grizzlies trail by 3. There's Jackson with the 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Jackson misses.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Dinwiddie passes to Harrell. The shot's good. Harrell's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Caldwell Pope against Anderson. Kicks to Adams. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Over Beal, and Brooks gets it to go.
I love Brooks' offensive versatility. Can score from all 3 levels.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Morant. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
It was beautiful.
Loved it. What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Beal with the bucket.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Morant outside. 16 feet away. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Washington the other way. Dinwiddie outside. Caldwell Pope passes to Hachimura. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Adams finds Morant. Driving in and finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Passes it to Beal. That one falls. Beal's got his second basket of the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Morant. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Dinwiddie. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Morant against Dinwiddie. Shoots over Morant. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And that one's good. Morant.
Timeout.
Morant's got 18 points. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Harold. Thomas Bryant comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Caldwell Pope. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for John Morant. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And the Wizards with possession. And the pass to Beal. Lock at 6. Here's Gafford. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. And the Wizards lead by 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Melton with the ball. Now Beal defending. Williams passes to Clark. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Gafford. Back to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Washington. Beal against Clark. The shot by Beal, no good. Now here's Melton. Dinwiddie covering. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
That's good from Williams. And Williams drops them both. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Dinwiddie. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession. And Dinwiddie, with some big shoes to fill, steps into the vacancy. Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones looking for an opening. Clark trying to get open. Jones, no luck. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Beal, that's for 2. Rebound by Williams.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Now, here's Melton. He's covered by Beal. And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. .153 left here in the first quarter. The Grizzlies with another miss. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
One shot.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 7. Pass to Melton. Jones with it. Here's Payne. 6 on the shot clock. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you know what, Smitty? He knows his role. Kyle Kuzma's not shy getting up shots.
Kevin, he does not lack confidence. If the shot's there, he's going to take it. He's capable of filling it up at all 3 levels.
The Wizards have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
The first free throw is good. And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving, stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
He hits one and misses one each at the line.
Kyle Kuzma is trying to be more of a team player. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's starting to accept his role.
Now here's Jones. He had 10 points in the win against Denver.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
41 seconds left to play here in the first. Dinwiddie outside. The kick out to Bryant. Beal against Jones. And another miss by Washington.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Rebounded by the Wizards. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And it wasn't a matchup they fared well in last year, as they just couldn't figure this team out.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Wizards up 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Well, with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton out there with Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Tillman in at the 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think you would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center, a pick and pop big because everybody's playing smaller now. So I doubt you'd have found me in the backcourt.
Find the lane. No shot.
The free throw drops for Bryant. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Jones kicks to Melton. Back to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Bain. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And over his 4 years at TCU, Desmond Bain shooting 43% from long range. And Steve, he has not slowed down in the NBA.
The Grizzlies, can you believe, took him with the final pick of the first round in 2020. That's great value, getting a floor spacer with size that late.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Bryant looking over the floor. Jones against Dinwiddie. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Now Jones still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the shot is good.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Dinwiddie passes to Bryant. Inside. And finished off by Berton.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Bain following the bucket by the Wizards. just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And that one misses. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Tillman. He hits the second from the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Outside, Beal. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Clark. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. Bryant against Jackson. Outside, Beal. Outside, Bryant. Back to Beal. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. And that's 11 points for Beal.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Jackson misses. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Caldwell-Pope right side. Driving inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that quick first step that Caldwell-Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
The Wizards have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
For the Wizards, Montrezl Harrell comes in for Bryant. And it's Hachimura in for Kyle Kuzma. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Anderson comes in for Bain. Brooks checked in for Milton. And it's Morant in for Jones.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Adams' shot is good.
Oh, strong work inside to fend off the D and finish. He'll battle you down low every time.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Wizards have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
One shot.
That free throw good from Caldwell-Pope. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Brooks misses. Here's Washington now. They're on a 20-6 run. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, "We understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Hachimura. Bertans kicks to Harrell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper, but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Washington leading now by 22. Here's Bertans, and the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
And yes, it's good.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Wizard shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Caldwell Pope passes to Beal. Here's Harrell. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This is Montrezl Harrell, strong offensive rebounder with the skill to make good on the second chance.
Adams outside. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Beal. And that one hits back iron.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Caldwell Pope finds Bertans. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Shooting 2.
That one falls for Bertans. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Now here's Morant. He's got 18, and it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 9.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now here's Brooks. Outside Jackson. Adams outside. Dishes it to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. A baseline J. Here's Adams. Lays it up off the glass. Adams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Caldwell Pope passes to Beal. 3-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. The feed to Adams. Rebound by the Wizards. Beal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Brooks. To the inside. Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Floats it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Outside, Beal. Puts up a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Beal's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
Brooks outside. Now the pass to Jackson. Over Bertans. Jackson misses.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Harrell with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Adams finds Morant. From outside the arc, Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Caldwell Pope passes to Harrell. Caldwell Pope against Adams, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Morant's got 24.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Washington calls timeout. Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Harrell. Thomas Bryant comes in for Bertans. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Beal. Memphis also making some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's Bain in for Dylan Brooks.
And the athleticism on display. You got to enjoy watching Hachimura go for the powerful finish.
Here's Bain trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. The 11-footer, and they pick up 2. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Into the lane, and that one is hammered home.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Bryant dishes to Dinwiddie. Outside for Caldwell Pope. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Bain. Pass to Tillman. Over Caldwell Pope. Tillman's shot is off. Washington's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the rejection by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And so it's the Washington Wizards rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal things that they've allowed. Oh, that's not going to cut it, Ernie. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Wizards. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Contiguous Caldwell Pope is out there with Hachimura. And it's Harrell in at the 5 down low. Most NBA players are stars, Greg, once they start college basketball. But that was not the case with Rui Hachimura.
And coming over from Japan, there was an adjustment period for Rui, averaging just 2 points per game as a freshman. But he really grew his game in college. As a junior, Hachimura was a Conference Player of the Year, turning himself into a top 10 pick in the 2019 draft.
First free throw is good.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Both shots good from the stripe. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Dinwiddie against Morant. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Morant's got 26 points. Dinwiddie against Morant. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Hachimura. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Great job by Hachimura to not lose his concentration. Boy, he plays with great focus and energy.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
One shot.
Memphis with the ball. Up top, Morant. Dinwiddie covering. Adams outside. Clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Morant against Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Down low. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Jackson. Floats it up there for Morant. And Memphis turns it over again.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Washington. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And Beal kicks to Harrell. Here's Dinwiddie. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Harrell. They need this. Jackson misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Hachimura. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And that one falls for Hachimura. Wizards making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark's checked in. Hachimura hits them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Brooks finds Anderson. To the inside. Here's Clark. And he banks in the layup.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Beal against Adams. Harrell trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Beal's got 16.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Beal with the steal. Over Brooks. It's tipped.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. He's got 8.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Here's Beal. Sinks that one from the post.
Defense has Beal well covered inside, but he can get aggressive and fights his way through for that shot.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Wizards. And here's Kuzma. And it's blocked.
Well, this this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for Morant. Dinwiddie wide open. He can't hit that time. And Memphis the other way now. Melton passes to Anderson. On the wing, Jones. Passes it to Melton. And here's Anderson from the arc. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And the scary thing is, Hachimura is going to keep getting better. Games like this prove how special he can be.
To the paint. Here's Jones. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Count it. So it's the Wizards now. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 14. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Brooks. Takes it inside. Softly drops in the floater.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
Here's Beal. And that one drops for him. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Harrell. And it's Bryant in for Hachimura. Tillman, he's checked in for Memphis. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Kuzma outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Got a piece of it. Now Jones. Down low, Tillman. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Tillman's got his first basket of the night.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the good off the glass.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
And there's the pass to Clark. Back to Anderson. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
Here's Beal, and he uses the glass on the layup. Beal's got 22 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. Melton hits them both. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Gafford trying to break free. That one misses. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And the 21st pick in 2019, Smitty, how did Brandon Clark fall that far?
You know, a lot of times when you play 4 years in college, I don't know, for some reason they think something's wrong with that. He was still tinkering with that form on his jump shot, but you look at his productivity at Gonzaga, I'm not surprised how effective he's been in the pros. Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's Gafford.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Washington. And Memphis also making a switch. Williams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jones with it. He's got 6. Pass to Melton. Going inside. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Melton. Melton hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Kuzma outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Raul Neto's checked in for Bradley Beal. And both free throws good for Kuzma. The Grizzlies have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Memphis moving that ball around. Melton feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Gafford. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Neto, defended by Jones. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Melton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Caldwell Pope. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Love how forceful Kuzma is. When he's driving with purpose, he's a threat to dunk.
And here's Melton. 5 points in the game. Outside, Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the Wizards.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Picked off in midair. Inside. Here's Williams. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Neto. Defended by Jones. And again, the turnover by the Wizards.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Wizards making a change here. Bertson has checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. 1:44 left in the third quarter. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And so Jones nails both of them. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And the shot is long. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Gets it to go. That one good from Tillman. Washington shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. And Bryant kicks to Neto. Bryant in the post. He's guarded by Williams. On deep, Neto. That shot no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Pass to Jones. There's 45 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bain. A second chance effort, and it's good. 2 points. Bain's got his second bucket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Jackson against Gafford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. "19 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Morant. 26 points for him. Passes to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Culver out there with Williams. Then there's John Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Bain in at the 2 spot. Gill the pass to Neto. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Morant. Outside Williams. Feeds it to Adams. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
You got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams, using that strength to fight through contact.
Bounce pass, Hachimura. Here's Avdia. And the 3 off target. Memphis with the ball. Adams, the pass to Culver. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Neto surveying the floor. Now the dish to Kispert. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot, no good. Morant with some nice D. Culver kicks to Morant. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And then Morant slams it in.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Neto. The Wizards with another miss. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Bain passes to Adams. That shot off. And Washington the other way now. Out to the right wing. Now here's Kispert. Guarded closely. Gill kicks to Avdia. Connects from 3-point range.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Morant outside. The pass to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's outstanding decision-making there to change his shot and find an open teammate for an easy basket.
Here's Kispert. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's Morant with the drive. And there it is for him. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Neto, the pass to Kispert. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now the feed to Morant, and the basket is good. 32 points for Ja Morant.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Here's Neto. Morant with some nice D. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the shot goes in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Neto, the pass to Avdia. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
First one falls for the Wizards. Hachimura is checked in for Gill. Beal comes in for Kispert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Raul Neto. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Memphis. Brooks comes in for John Conchar. Both good from the line that time. Morant with it. Free throw line jump shot. Rebounded by the Wizards. Dinwiddie's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Hachimura. It's deflected. Brooks against Beal. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hachimura. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Beal. Tipped away. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
And that one falls for Beal.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Hachimura. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. He doesn't get the second one. And it's Anderson with the ball for Memphis. Brooks finds Anderson. A 3 from Morant. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morant's got 35.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Dinwiddie. And it's in there. And here's Morant. Anderson outside. Passes it to Brooks. Back to Anderson. In the corner, it's Melton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Denny Avdia picks one up.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft. And that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Tillman, he's checked in for Memphis. Tyus Jones comes in for Morant. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie against Jones. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Grizzlies have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
The pass to Harrell. Outside Beal. Back to Harrell. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Getting better and better at scoring the basketball. Montrezl Harrell just scoring at will right now.
Tillman passes to Melton. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Melton's got 9 points here in the second half. Dinwiddie against Jones. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. Caldwell Pope comes in for Avdia. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Adams comes in for Tillman. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Here's Harrell. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 8th assist here tonight.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Here's Clark. Adams trying to free himself up. And that one's good by Clark.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Dinwiddie kicks to Beal. Nice D from Brooks. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Anderson dishes to Jones. Clark outside. Out to Brooks. Fires the 3. Here's Anderson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Dinwiddie against Adams. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Grizzlies shooting at 51%. Really solid. Got a hand on it.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Sinks the three-pointer.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Brooks outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Jones against Dinwiddie. With the drive, uses the glass to finish the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Here's Anderson. It's deflected. A minute 50 left in the game. Beal finds Dinwiddie. Driving to the basket.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Adams. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And he knocks down the first one.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Gill is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Avdia comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kisper's checked in for Beal. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Dinwiddie. To the inside. Adams drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit long. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Wizards.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Rui Hachimura.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Culver.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Anderson, he's checked in for Adams. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jones. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Conchar pulls it in. Clark outside. Anderson outside. Back to Clark. Off target at the rim. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.